At my cousin's wedding someone laughed. We don't talk about money, and the room folded into that exact silence, like a signature being stamped into a ledger. Welcome to Money Patterns Decoded. Money is never just about money. It is a pattern. Today we expose one of those hidden patterns, see exactly how it controls your finances, and discover the precise shift that can set you free. Let's begin. Here's the pattern I want you to leave this episode with. The invisible contract pattern. Unspoken family agreements, taboos, roles, the things no one names, quietly cap how much you permit yourself to earn. I'll give you one clean nightly practice to start tearing the seals tonight. How do these contracts form? Simple. Repetition and attention inside a household. A parent says, "We'll manage," at every bill. The child learns that manage means never ask for more. The joke about not talking money becomes a rule. Rewards, punishments, and who gets praised all stitched together into a default permission set. Those repeated moments harden. The household ledger says, "This is allowed, that is off limits." You feel the ceiling long before you can name the author of the law. Psychologically, the contract survives on loyalty and identity. Loyalty is not just love. It's gravity. Break the pattern and it feels like betrayal. Identity keeps the rule alive. I'm the one who always scrimps. Or, I'm not a person who handles money. Shame and avoidance then act as invisible auditors, nudging you back with guilt or sudden self-sabotage. Have you ever tried to negotiate a raise and found yourself apologizing first, then undermining the ask? That's the contract enforcing itself in real time. Think of the household as a field with a shape, and every repeated phrase, ritual, or role traces the lines of that shape. Over time, those lines knot into what I call a lineage signature. In sacred geometry terms, consistent behavior inscribes a pattern into the family matrix. The field expects the same form, generation to generation. That expectation holds a limit, not because it's logical, but because the field, your family's emotional field, expects the form to continue. Now here's a useful reframe. The contract is an artifact, not a truth. Picture a parchment, inked with obligations, sealed with a crest. It looks imposing until you remember it's paper, you can unroll it, you can read it, you can tear it. That shift from "I am trapped" to "this is a thing I can act upon" is the pivot of agency. This isn't about blaming ancestors. It's about reclaiming choice. If this surfaces strong grief or trauma, pause, breathe, and consider support. A coach, a therapist, a friend. Small rituals move energy. Deep wounds need care. I want to name a small scene I watch often. A client reads a clause aloud. Her hands shake. And that night, she moved $3 into a new account. The next morning she said something's different. The field shifted because she registered a new clause. Here is the tool. The 3-line contract audit. Short. Exact. Do it in the evening when the day's noise is done. Line 1. Name the clause. Line 2. State the new permission. Line 3. Register it with a tiny, accountable, financial move. Line 1. Say the clause slowly and plainly. Put it in one sentence. In my family, we don't earn beyond X because. Speak it so your nervous system can hear the pattern. Line 2. State a clear permission. Make it affirmative and short. I give myself permission to grow my income while honoring my relationships. Let the sentence be a new clause in the ledger. Line 3. Register it with a tiny financial move. transfer a small amount to a separate account, set a price 5% higher, or schedule a $1 recurring deposit. Make a real entry, so the field and your bank both record a new clause. A concrete example. Line 1. In my family, we don't earn more than X because successful people leave us. Line 2. I give myself permission to grow my income and keep my relationships whole. Line 3. Tonight I transfer $5 to a new permission fund. Say it, do it, keep the card. Do the ritual honestly. Write the 3 lines on an index card, speak them aloud, perform the small financial action, and keep the card for 7 days. Notice resistance without judgment. Resistance is information about the knots you are loosening. Practical micromove ideas. Transfer a nominal amount to a new account, raise the price by a small %, schedule a $1 recurring deposit, or send a short invoice at a new rate. Size doesn't matter. Registration does. So, invisible contracts form in family systems through ritual and repetition. They're enforced by loyalty, identity, and shame. They persist as lineage knots in the field. Reframe the contract as an artifact you can remove, then apply the 3-line contract audit, name it, permit a new clause, register it with a micromove. Small, consistent acts change the geometry of your life. Tonight, pick one clause, perform one small move. If emotions rise, pause and seek support. This is real work, not toughness. If you want the full maps, lineage exercises, and longer rituals that follow this daily audit, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com. Money is a pattern. Awareness is the key. One shift changes your financial destiny. I'm Dan Desmarques. Thank you for listening. We'll meet again tomorrow with another precise money pattern to unbind.